Evening all, and welcome to episode 8 of season 8 of Factory Town, where we managed to create iron plate very successfully in the last episode. But we need to make reinforced plate, so we need to expand upon this. Now, I did mention at the end of the last episode about a lovely trick you can do with silos to allow us to do things like this, which what we need to do. So if we were to duplicate this iron production and put it here and here, we'd have another, I think 4 here. Maybe that might be the wrong place. I hope not. We're gonna have 4 here. We can't run a chute like this along because you can't split the chute across another one. It doesn't work that way. So what we can do, however, is use silos to allow us to do that and still keep the chute the way it is. So let me show you. So we'll let those go, and those will stop there. And the idea is that basically you place a silo in line with the chute, and you use the silo's height to allow you to pull out and push into it at different points. So a silo is kind of like a barn. It is a one by one square, one by one structure. That is it's like a barn, has storage like a barn, but you can't access the storage for building yourself. The stuff that's inside this silo is just inside it, and it only stores one type of goods. So it's not like a barn really, but it's a storage building like a barn, but can only store one type of goods. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to filter this to be iron ore, because we know we're going to have iron ore. And then I'm going to put some scaffolding on the ground. I'm also going to replace this scaffolding that's here, because I don't like it. I much prefer that scaffolding. Okay. So, like that. And then what we would have up here is we'd have this one coming this way. And we need to get it to connect to there. And you can already see this is a 1 by 1, and it has height. It has 3 or 4 tiles of height. So if we just remove these 2 blocks here down to the level you want to go and put the silo in, like so, and we'll turn it to face the direction we want it to go, because it might as well auto output there. This chute will put the iron ore into the silo. With a grabber, we can take it out of the silo and run it along the chute even further, so we can go to the next one. And also, it can go down below and come out the bottom without interfering, without having to have chutes go up or downhill, without interfering with this other chute that's here. Can also be useful for raising up chutes. You can put a silo in and go up by so many. There are people that build things like you have one here and then you go like that. Things like that, and you can put chutes in between the two at the platforms there and there and there. This is just a weird example, but you can have a chute come in from this side, then go to there, and go to there, and basically that will allow whatever goods comes in here goes into this silo and then just gets pulled out. You need to put grabbers in as well. I forgot about that bit. Grabber. And then we can, with the page up button, put it up to, I think there. I think you can output, yeah, I think there's the highest you can go. So, yeah, we can have a chute come in at this level, and via this very small little bubble, which is no bigger than a barn, it's only 3 by 1 technically, it's smaller than a barn, but you can have the stuff come out the top here. So you can climb mountains using this little trick here. I don't tend to use it to do that sort of thing. If I'm going uphill like that, I'll just put a what's it called? I just put a chute here, a conveyor belt. That's the word. Put a conveyor belt in and put it up there. But that is doable. That is completely doable. That does work. You can then shoot goods up and getting goods up high and then having them come down a little bit. So. I mean, doing something like let's put that block there. Doing something like that would actually benefit it pretty well, because when a item comes out of a container, if it's on a slope on a chute, it will go much faster. So that will allow you to travel to make goods go very, very quickly along that way. So that is something that you can build elevators. Elevators are a thing. So yeah, okay. But this here, we unpause the game now. See, all the iron ore goes into here, and it will go one at the bottom and one at the grabber. It sort of it does alternate. I said in the previous episode, I thought the automatic output, the arrow, I thought that had a priority over anything, or it works differently. It doesn't. It works the same as a grabber. It just alternates between the two. So yeah, it's exactly the same as having a splitter, but it's got verticality to it as well. So yeah, quite useful to do that. And then of course we can do exactly the same on the other side with another item. You could have a coal run down this side, and whenever it needs to pass over here, you just put a silo in and go above. So we could have a let's say our coal chute would be here coming along. We could put a silo there. It doesn't matter that the arrow's pointing there, as long as there isn't a connection. See, the chute only travels, if we like this, left to right. There's no downward, so it can't output onto that. At least I don't think it can output onto it. Might want to probably just be careful of that. I'm not entirely sure. But you could do this, and then build up above and do that, and that would be completely valid. That would allow anything to come into this side to go up and over and back down again and go off. So yeah, so there are always options of doing things. Silos allow you to do wonderful things in single squares. Very, very useful. So yeah, and silos only they require iron planks. They require planks and iron plates. So quite cheap to make once you've got some iron plates going. So speaking of iron plates, because we have these iron plates now, we want to use them. We want to use them to make reinforced planks so that we can put down a town centre here. So, if this row is going to be iron, so we're going to have 1, 2, 3, and 4 iron here. So it's going to come to this low here, and it can go outwards to the sides, or it could come in this way as well. We can have it go whichever way we kind of wanted with it. We've got these little service roads here. We're going to put 4 in, and then have a service road in between, and then 4 here, and then 3 here, and then 2, and then 1. And that should be the edge of the... So the same for the farms. We'll have 4 farms. 3 farms, 2 farms, and 1 farm. And then I've got farms this side as well, because farms are a big thing for here. So we're gonna have lots of farms here. So let's do this. Let's do this. So we've got this output in here. So if we come to this side, what we want to do is how many squares is that? 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there, that's a square. Oh, there we go. So in here we want to build reinforced planks. Now, are reinforced planks made in the workshop? I can't remember. Yes, they are. Okay, and they require 3 inputs, exactly the same as that. So I think we're just going to copy this layout here and make reinforced planks. So in fact, what I might do, now think about it, is literally copy this layout. So if we do this and go copy, come over here and go, do I want it facing that way, or do I want it facing the other way because of where the input's going to be coming from? I don't know where other inputs come from because we don't know where. Well, we'll face it that way for the minute. Get rid of those. Then we'll go with a workshop. Put the workshop that way. Make reinforced planks. Now this does require 3 inputs, so we're gonna have to figure out a 3rd way in and out. So what do we need? What do we need for this? We need planks, iron plate, and nails. So we want to have the top one to be reinforced plates because that's our output. We want planks. We want iron plate, and we want nails. But don't like that. No. And then this wants to be redone to iron reinforced planks. There we go. Okay, okay. Now we can't have the inputs at the back be chutes don't work, and these won't work as chutes either. They need to be conveyor belts, and we need to change up the grabbers anyway. Because we need 3 of them. So let's go with planks at the bottom. Copy and paste into that one. Paste, paste. And then what I need to do is I need to grab chutes. And, oh, it's going to delete the... Ah. Okay. I thought it would delete the grabber first, but it doesn't. So, oh, I'm going to get in there. And I can paste these back on here again because it remembers what I had copied. Paste, and paste. There we go. So they're all planks at the bottom. Yep. And the top ones, we've got to remove those. And the top ones have got to be like iron plates or something. Do iron plates for that one. Now comes the interesting part. Because I need a third output. So I need to do something like this. And over here I need to do something like this. Which is fine. You want to be changed to reinforced planks. And a grabber there should just work. So we'll set this as nails. Copy, paste. But that'll work. It's just the inputs are interesting because we're going to have all 3 inputs at a high level. I could have 1 come in there and then 2 come the other way, but we've got to have them above ground. So if we had 1, say down here, put that there like that. It's got to be a chute. It's got to be a chute, not a chute. It's got to be a conveyor belt. Sorry, not a chute. It's not be a chute. It's got to be a conveyor belt. So we can have 1 at that height, and then that allows the path to stay connected. And then we can have some at this height. Oh, that way. That way. Now that won't work. That won't work. That's not high enough. Nope, we've got to go 1 higher. Bum, 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 bum. Go that way. That way. There we go. So there's our 3 inputs. One of them's got to be iron plate. One of them's got to be nails, and one of them has to be planks. Now, where planks are going to come from as well, that's an interesting one. I think planks are going to probably be in this quarter here. We might change this to be like a coal down here. So we're going to output here. Now, we can use the base as a intermediate input and output system as well. There's no reason why we couldn't have some stuff like the iron plate could come along here and go into the base, and that would be fine. The only drawback is getting it back out of the base to go over to here. So we might have to do some interesting stuff with chutes and not chutes, with belts and things from the base. So let's put a barn here. Let's pretend that's the base for the minute. So, I mean, this could come out and come along here, and it could carry on this way and just connect into these. But we also need planks, which would have to come in from a different direction, which would be weird. But then they could also come up here and go this way. I don't know what else we're going to have up here. I mean, this was kind of going to be the workshop side, but the workshop side is going to be quite large. So this is the forges in this quadrant here. This is going to be workshops, and probably workshops again over here, and then we'll figure out whatever the last one needs to be there for processing. So, yeah. But having it all come in here and then go into the base, because the base can store an infinite amount of goods. Well, not an infinite amount of goods, but it can store... it's got a limit on how many it can store, but it can store an infinite number of those. You know, it can go up to, I think, 800 of one type of item, but it can store as many different types of items as it needs to. And of course we can use wagons and things, but they will get complicated because they'll get blocked in the roads and things. So, especially when it comes to places like this, because there's only one way to get through here. So, I mean, a wagon could come along and go this side, But if we block off something elsewhere, we could get a wagon stop and go, hey, I need to come back all the way around here, go up here, go down here. It doesn't bode well. So I don't think iron plate is used anywhere else in production. It may be we could export it. We've got this line here to export it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that up by at least 1. Although we don't have to bring it up 1, we could do it lower than that, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it up 1. And we're going to come out and we're going to go this way. And we're going to go straight across here. No, we're not. We're going to go down to that barn there. We're going to do this, and then we're going to go that way to the barn. Boom. There we go. Okay. So you're going to output your iron plates. I'm going to come along. The iron plates are going to go into the barn. I'm not actually going to have a barn physically there right now because we want to put a base in here. So, no. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this, and we're going to connect that to that one. Actually needs to go up by 1. Interesting. So I've actually got this at the wrong height. That's fine. That's fine. So the input's 1 lower than it should be. Go that way. Go that way. So you want to connect to. You want to come this way, please, and connect to that. There. There. Okay. So that'll be the base, and it will go into there and come out the other side. I should have had it 1 higher than that, or 1 lower than that. Because it's right in the middle, I should have probably put it 1 lower than that. We'll put it 1 lower than that. We'll let that go, and we'll lower it down by 1. Because I've got to look at. I might need more than 1 conveyor belt here. I might need more than 3 conveyor belts here. So I need to have it so that I can get 1 above each other one and still input and output into buildings. So we'll lower this one down by 1, which is easy enough done. We'll just put a second scaffold in and then put one of those in. Then we grab our output and it goes like this. I'm going to pause the game. I'm going to turn off the grabber so it doesn't grab just yet. And again, you can do the silo trick with these type of belts. I want to make sure I put in the double scaffold bit there, the double line there, so it doesn't block the path off. And exactly the same here, because if we go over that, you see it tries to automatically raise up because it knows that's wrong. We can't do that. So we do that. And that means we could have iron coming at a lower level. I mean, it doesn't matter. The base is going to be put here anyway, so I think I'm going to connect that to that level there. And then we'll put the base in. Doesn't matter. So the base can come in at this point. And if it wants to output, it can output at a higher height across this way. It can go up high that way. We do need nails coming in here as well. We need nails being made. And nails are going to be interesting because nails are the same as these. So let's copy this here. Well, this is exactly the same building basically, but I want to put it over here. Really, that should be here, so it's close to the base when it gets going, but we're okay for a minute. Do I want it like that, or do we want to turn it around? This is going to be... We'll turn it around. Turn it around that way. Okay. Boom. And then nails go into that central line as well. So we're going to have... Like, this line is going to be outputs going to center. And then this line is inputs for goods, and this line here, so spare thing, will be inputs again. At least that's the plan. That's the plan. Whether this plan actually continues this way or not, I don't know. I don't know. All right, so this is going to be nails now, so we need to change this to be nails. So this is exactly the same, it's just nails. Nail. Boom, boom. And then this one can be changed to nails. But it uses exactly the same goods, so we're okay for changing that. That's all exactly the same. So nails, nails, nails. New nails. Your filters to nails. All is good. Okay, and then we'll have the output here. And yeah, we'll just go to the centre. See, if the base was here, it'd be fine, because we could do this sort of thing, but the base isn't here yet. We need to make at least some reinforced plank before we can finish this off. So we're going this way. We'll connect it there. Kind of want plank on the bottom row. I do really want plank on the bottom row. I don't know why, but my brain is telling me that plank on the bottom row is probably the best idea. Okay. So, you will come out of there, pause the game, turn off the grabber for the minute, but we're still... and we are at a point now where we have a problem, because we've run out of planks, and we're not producing any more plank because we turned this all off. Oh, fiddlesticks. Right, let's move this over here, and let us temporarily put in a little... Can't afford that because that requires planks. Problems. Used up all the planks. We can get some planks back. That's fine. Now, one thing, if you remove things that are on a chute or a belt or anything, they go into your base. They always go into the first base. They always end up here in whatever your first town centre. I keep saying base, sorry. The first town. They always end up in that one. So bear that in mind. If you're removing something and then you're like, oh, I need it somewhere else, it's in here. So all that iron ore I've just put into there. So that's going to be of no good, no use there whatsoever. So that's going to be awkward. I'm also saying about the service road being here, and some of you might be thinking, well, you've got houses to put in places. That's what these gaps are for. We can put houses in the gaps in between the buildings, and hopefully that'll be enough to get houses in every place and everything going on there. So. So now we can put in one of those, then we put in a chute, and then we put in a cloth conveyor belt. No, that way. No, that way. Doesn't need the grabber. You do need the grabber. Boom, there you go. Okay. Or we could turn you around. You wouldn't need to grab there. There we go. So you're going to output to the lumber mill, and the lumber mill's going to make planks, and the planks go to there, and then we can continue building. Yay! And we need planks. We need planks for the next stage anyway. So we're getting there. We are getting there. I don't think we're going to be entirely successful in this episode, I'm afraid. Right, what else do you make? You make gold ingots and steam pipes. Steam pipes we don't need to be used anywhere. Gold ingots do get used in jewellery and things like that, so they might require an output for that. So we might do that. I don't think it's going to need coming down the centre here, so I might be able to. I'm going to put these next to each other, these two. Again, I could run this on the floor. There are places where you could just run this on the floor and then have it come up and over to save on all these under bits. There's no reason why I couldn't just come out here, go down to the floor, go along, come back up again. But planks are easy enough. Planks are cheap. Planks are cheap. They'll never admit it, but they are. Okay. So there is going to be nails. We just need somehow to get iron ore and a coal, or a form of something here. So what we want to do is not pause the game because we need stuff. We need to run more. The iron ore needs to go down basically to the base, and then go up and go this way. I don't think our steam pipes do require it as well, so it's going to have to go up even further as well. But that's fine, because we're not at a stage of using as much as this mine. Well, it's not even a mine yet, but when it becomes a mine, we wouldn't be anywhere near the amount of using this mine here. That's something else I've got to bear in mind as well. There's iron ore there. This mine is in the way of our town, of actually building the town. So we might have to do something with that. But there is iron ore over here, so we could put the mine down here and have it mine this up instead. That would be so bad. And we're already at the edge of the map, which is interesting. But that's fine, because this is the extent of our town. That's it. So there's the edge of the map over there. There's the edge of the map over there. This is going to be interesting to see if we can squeeze this all in. There's plenty of space, but trying to build efficiently is very, very different. Okay, so let me pause the game again for a moment. This wants to come all the way along, and I can't afford it because I keep pausing the game, and I don't want to pause the game. We want to allow this to do its thing. We desperately need more of this. I might put in lumber mills this side. No, I think no. Yeah, we've got forges here. We'll put lumber mills in here. Not that we need that much. Planks are required. I mean, it's quite a lot. So if I remember from last time when I messed up, I'm just quickly having a look at the calculator, which I need to update because it's got some. So we need to make 60, don't we? We need to make 60 reinforced planks a minute in order to keep up with what we were doing. So that is 6 of these buildings here. So we don't really need more than 6, but then it is used elsewhere. This is just for selling reinforced planks. And it says we need 3 lumber mills. And again, this is just all based off of a base lumber mill with no added stuff to it, where you get coin boosters or steam boosters, fire boosters, whatever that. Doesn't include any of that. So if it's 6 workshops just for reinforced planks for selling, we've then also got the reinforced planks required for making pickaxes. And I think reinforced planks are used in railways, perhaps. I'm not entirely sure, but so yeah. So we will definitely need at least 4 in a row here. 4, 8, 12, 16. I think 16 is a good number. We'll see how that goes. And hopefully this is enough iron here. I'm a little concerned this is not going to be enough iron production. Just these 4 here. I think we're going to struggle for iron production there. So we'll see how it goes. We'll put them in. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to leave space, and then this quadrant. So let me run the. Run this out here. So we've got, if you're looking at it here, the town centre is going to be there. So we've got the top quadrant here, the northwest quadrant is going to be all our forges. The northeast quadrant is going to be all our workshops. The southeast quadrant is also going to be workshops because I feel that's needed there. There's also machine shops, but I think most of them are industry, not production. But a lot of these are, I mean, cloth's nothing. That's processing. These are processing, so we'll see. But we'll fill this quadrant up first, what we need. And then down here is going to be lumber mills, but then we only need 4 of them. Or maybe less. I might leave a gap here. Thinking about it. Future looking. That's our square there. And then you can come straight along there. Oh, you can't go underneath there. Oh, sorry. Yep, I messed that up. But that's okay. Boom. I might leave this line here just in case we need more iron production. And then we can put more forges in the other side of the road and have them all come out and input into the barn, or well, they can output on the sides and do things, because I feel like iron plate production is going to be the important bit. Yeah, so I need to basically wait for us to get some some planks so that we can build more things, and then we'll come back next time and we will put in some lumber mills over here, I think, and we'll have our thing output, and then we'll get some planks, and then hopefully next episode we will get some reinforced planks being made. So yeah, okay, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one, and until then, as always, have fun.